Hi friends, Alaska Crafty Gal Victoria here. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, and if you've been with me for a while, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you join me here today. So, what are y'all working on? What you working on? I'm gonna show you a couple things that I'm working on. I'm done working on hats and scarves and things like that. I probably won't be making any more loveys for a little while. And I decided to complete some projects, or dedicate some time, I should say, to some projects that I've kind of been dragging my feet on a little bit, if you know what I mean. So, this is one of the projects I dedicated a little bit of time to. So, remember all these fellas? All my little squares? I decided to make these little 2-inch squares. I said this will be my blanket you won't see for a while. I'm just going to show you periodically little random updates on it once in a while because I don't always spend time on this. But I decided to spend a little bit of time on this. I made up a bunch more squares. These ones just need all the wispies. Yeah, that's what I call wispies. Those are wispies. The yarn ends. I got to spend some time sewing in the yarn ends on these. I made some more and sewed in all the ends on these. And I started assembling this baby blanket. So this is what I've got so far. And I put it up to a vote to see what color won. And this white color won to be the additional square because it looked too muddy with all these just together. And this is how I've decided to do it. So this is what it's looking like so far. I have a lot more of this yarn and not as much as some of these other colors because I just don't. So I'm kind of using more of these. So I just decided to start putting it together like this. So I got 2 rows done, which to me is a win. So they are 1, 2, 4, 6, 8. They're 10 across, and I'm not sure how many rows down I'll go. It just depends on how big I want to make it or how long the yarn lasts. Because this is like a color from Walmart. It's called Dark Damson, I believe. And this is all I have. This is all I have. I don't want more. They don't sell it anymore. And so these squares and these few that are already done right here, that's all I have. So I'm utilizing yarn I already have to get it out of my stash. That is my goal. Has been my goal for a while. I say that and then I bought yarn at Ollie's the other day. But anyway, yeah, this is what it's looking like so far and I'm really liking it. Like I said, I won't always show you this, but periodically as I get rows and stuff done and it grows, I will continue to update you guys on the project and the yarn color that one and all that good stuff. So thank you guys for voting. To all of those of you who voted, I appreciate it very much. Sometimes I just need a little inspiration or other sets of eyes to give me ideas and inspiration and spark that creativity. So I appreciate it very much. And then we all have this, right? We all have this in our stash. Things like this. I don't know if you guys remember, but this basket used to be full, like full of like yarn scraps. And I like to use up every last little nugget because I hate waste. So this is still from a corner to corner blanket I made my husband when I lived in Alaska. I have things like that. And this is left over from one of the baby blankets. Oh my gosh, my hair is literally everywhere. From a baby blanket I had made. So I have stuff like this. And my dog's trying to get that yarn ball. And so I think I showed this guy to you guys a while back. It's been like a long while. But I am using a 8mm crochet hook. I'm using white yarn and all of my little scrap balls. And in the beginning of this, I chained 161. And now this isn't everybody's favorite, I know, but I'm gonna share it with you. Oh, I don't wanna lose that yarn end. Here we go. I'm just gonna let that fall to the ground. Where is it? There it is. There we go. Okay, so this is what I have been dedicating a little bit of time to. It was sitting in a project bag for a really long time. I mean, I'm talking like years it's been sitting in a project bag. And I really like this. I really like it. I made one like this for my stepson. But I used black. I held black and another yarn together. So you just hold it double. Right now I have red attached. You just hold it double and it makes a really nice, warm, colorful blanket. And I think on the black one, I was like changing it a lot, like more frequently. And now I'm only changing it, like I'll use the whole little scrap piece. I'll just use the whole piece and then change when it's time to change. But I'm loving how it's working out. So look how big it is. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be real nice. So I've been dedicating some time to this blanket. And then I don't know what kind of border I'll put on it yet. I'll think of that when I get to that point. But what do you guys think? I know I like scrap blankets. I like colorful. I like bright. I love it. So this is one of the things I've been concentrating on. I think last time you guys saw it, I only had like a little bit on here and then I put it away and I didn't touch it. Didn't touch it. But I'm starting to acquire, because like I said, I use up all my little tiny bits and balls. So when I make amigurumi, if I have a little, ball like that and I need to make a little pink hat for one of my amigurumis, I'll use this if I have enough. But when I don't have enough to do anything, stuff like this, that's when it goes into the blanket. This is like the last stop for the tail bit ends of the yarn. This is like end of the road kind of thing. So that's why this is taking me longer. But this basket started getting kind of full because I've been making a lot more amigurumis lately. And so I decided, you know what? It's time to put these into the blanket so I can empty my basket. And then once it starts filling up again, then I can just add more to this blanket. But that's it. That's all I've really been concentrating on. I've been sewing, so that takes away a lot of time, because sewing is even though I love it, it is a much more, for me, it is a much more time consuming process. So anyway, there we have it. What kind of scrap blankets do you guys like to make? I like to make granny squares, of course. I have 8 billion granny squares. I made this out of scraps, this bag, if you guys remember my ditty bag. For those of you who are new, ooh, I'm gonna drop it. I got paper towels back there. This is a ditty bag I made a while back. It was for the Granny Square Challenge. I made this bag. I love it. I love it so much. It's lined. It's a lined bag with a big pocket in there. But I love this bag. I think I want to make some more of these. I really, really like these for project bags. I love them. I got to go watch an old video and see where to find the pattern. But I had a scrap ball of this yarn, and I think I'm gonna make some more of these. This was a lot of fun and super handy. So that's my ditty bag. And I just like to make all kinds of things with all my leftover yarn bits. So I'm really enjoying this. I love the way it's working up. Love the colors. Love it, love it, love it. What do you guys do with your leftover balls of yarn? Do you use them? Do you use them in a project? Do you donate them? Do you make granny squares out of them? What do you guys do with your leftover yarn? Especially when they get down to the nitty gritty. These teeny tiny little bits like this. I have some, oh, speaking of which, I have some more bits to add to it when I made these items for Rose. This is all I had left over of the lullaby. This is from the hat and scarf, the purple, made out of the watercolors. This is all I had left of the Anchorage ice. And this is all I had left of that vintage green emerald that I was gifted. Yeah, so I can add those to that bucket and work a little bit more on this. All right, guys, I'd love to know what you guys are working on, seriously, and what you do with your little yarn, little tiniest of scrap pieces, because maybe you'll give me an idea or some others ideas on new and unique ways to utilize them. All right, that's all I got for you today, guys. Thank you for watching and thank you for joining me. And I appreciate every moment you guys spend with me watching my videos here on YouTube. Until next time, this is Alaska Crafty Gal Victoria here. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.